was a lot of fun too, which is basically just a cleaned up version of 3.5. So
yeah, it's just different flavors.
For certain definitions of cleaned up.
Pathfinder was just, people wanted to play 3.5 still and didn't want to play 4th edition, so Pathfinders took the rights of 3.5 basically and made it 3.75.
Yeah. I feel
I personally first played 4th edition, and I still love 4th edition.
Oh, I'm sorry.
4th edition.
No, that's all right. It's just
to each his their own, but I don't care for it.
I enjoy 4th edition.
Did you?
Yeah.
I like the difference between
4th edition has a ton of fantastic tools.
What I really want is a combination of 3.5 and the super detailed shit you get with all the skills and stuff, and the awesomeness of like all the abilities you get from 4th edition, and I want those combined, and I want it to be perfect. Easy. Easy.
Right. Start working on it.
4th edition, and I'm not shitting on it. I don't hate 4th edition, but 4th edition felt more like an MMO. Yeah, where like you pressed a button and this is your daily ability you can only use and it has a long refresh, and then this is your common ability that you use all the time. And not shitty again.
I mean, the reason it feels like that is because they weren't afraid of just making it clear that this is a game, as opposed to using natural language that leads to a lot more confusion in systems like 3, 3.5, and 5.
Fair enough.
4th edition is pretty clear on what you do.
Yeah. I played it a few times. I remember it feeling like a video game, and I remember like DMing it a few times and feeling like there's no real like long-term consequences for players. Like they would only have like negative effects like inside combat, and then once it ended, it was gone. I'm just like, oh,
because there's definitely long-term effects in 5th edition.
I mean, there can be.
I mean, there can be in 4th too.
Yeah,
different. 3.5 built on 3, which was 3 was super in depth and detailed, and 3.5 just went fucking nuts with it. But yeah, it's just the jump from that to 4.
3.5 went really insane with a lot of bloat.
Yeah. It was fun though, trying to min-max as much as possible. 4th made it nice. I like the when they started introducing the like the mechanisms for like the continual skill checks and the divergent pathways and all that. That was a ton of fun to build and stuff. It was just different. Like I don't hate. Like I don't know if 4th edition might be my least favorite, but it's all upper tier though.
I don't know. I've taken a lot of stuff from 4th whenever I DM for 5th. Monster design is so much better in 4th than in 5th.
The math is so much easier. Like trying to figure out a fucking.
I might not totally agree there. There's so much more.
3.5? Are you nuts?
I thought you were saying 4th compared to 5th.
Oh no! 3.5. It was like doing work.
Well, 4th is pretty in that there's 17 things you need to add every time you make a skill check or make an attack.
Yeah, I had to DM 5th,
and those things quite often change. And those things quite often change every round.
Yeah.
Are we starting? Are we up or?
We've got everybody in, and I think it's time to get into some Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh God, have we been talking through the intro?
Oops.
Sorry, Internet.
All right.
Sorry, Internet.
Starting at the top left, as usual. Looks like this week it's actually me first. I'm the Dungeon Master, Matthew Arnold. And this actually works out perfect. These are my playthings. We greet you from the highest heights of Dragonflight to the deepest depths of dungeons. We are all rolled in. First up after me here is Erevan. I almost called you Ozlin for some reason.
Ozlin.
Erevan.
Nope. Erevan Emberheart is a 6-foot-tall wood elf, a cleric of life who worships Torm. He's protector of the weak. What? Don't be shaking your head, Lilar. All right. That sums up for damn it, not Lilar. Erevan.
After that, we have Horvald Heavyhammer.
I'll be playing Horvald Heavyhammer, a rather short and squat dwarf artificer, currently paralyzed by fear due to a flying fireball.
Told you that fireball is science.
I mean, it's still flying, and I can still be paralyzed by fear because of it.
That's fair.
All right, next up, middle left, Cayman.
Hello. Hi, yes, my name is Cayman Solutions, as you've come to know since you're watching every single episode. I'm a half elf bard sorcerer, currently throwing fire down a hallway at exploding barrels.
Excellent. Next up is Lila, right in the middle.
Hello.
Hello.
No awkward silence. All right. I play Lilar. I am a halfling warlock. I have a pet caterpillar named Scrunch. And I am currently watching things unfold, not knowing that there's a fireball headed towards me.
It's not headed towards you. It's headed away from you.
Excuse me.
Pretty sure you fired it back towards everything.
No, I fired it away down a hallway. Why would I throw a fireball at you?
You're Keyman.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I only attack you when you attack me first.
Uh-huh. Excuses.
You're not Ragnar.
On me.
I mean, you're not. I would never do that to friends.
Yeah.
You trying to say that you and Ragnar are not friends? That's why you keep on hitting him with fireballs?
I took care of the spell. Everything will be fine
Truth
now.
comes out.
Accidents happened in the past. You're strong.
Strong, but not. You know. But I'm not fire resistant.
Oop. Everyone is though.
You think you would have got something for that by now?
I know.
What would he have done?
Some magical amulet. He's done something. I don't know.
Right.
But he just survives. That's what he does.
Ervan's sword gives him fire resistance.
I'm honestly surprised he didn't end up going the was it the bear totem where you take half damage and everything?
I'm surprised too.
Except psychic.
Yep.
Alright, can we see the map? Do I need to try and
no,
zoom
you're
in?
off camera.
No, map with a P. You troll.
Tango.
Can we see the map or should I zoom in more?
I think we're good. I can see it pretty well.
Looks like it keeps losing focus and then refocusing.
A little bit. There we go. That looks good.
Okay.
Oh, hello. Yeah, we're good.
Very good.
I will say, for the audience's sake, maybe you should zoom in a little more.
Yeah, I might have
looking
to
at it on Twitch.
There we go.
And then probably also
should help.
After introductions, focus just on Matt. Yeah. Have
so we're good.
Focused.
Continue introductions.
It should be in the box.
I don't know if it's behind or whatever.
Yeah, I guess I'm Norman Gantenbein.
Yes, carry on. Let's see. We did Lilar, so that would be Norman next.
Oh man.
Yep. 600-ish year old, oily black hair, just creepy looking old dude warlock, with a dead bird perched on his shoulder that he casts spells with. Pretty sure right now I'm standing next to either Ragnar or Erevan. I forget.
Oh, let's see. I wrote it down.
No,
Who was next to me?
I think you're next to Keeman.
Oh, I gotta ban somebody.
As
Hold
he
on.
cast.
Okay.
Got
Let's
banned someone.
see. Ban.
On Twitch?
Yeah, and it's some spam thing.
Okay.
If you want to buy followers, click this link.
So, yeah, so you are not next to either Ragnar or Erevan.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, Ragnar and Erevan are up towards the front with what is it, Balgody?
Yeah,
I thought that Norman and I were kind of close together.
Yeah, I think you guys are right next to Keeman casting the fireball.
You're next to Key. I thought they were down the next hallway.
I thought Keeman was the furthest away.
Anyway,
I know you guys weren't too far.
we do the
I
last
stopped
introduction.
at some point, so I think some people caught up to me. I know Lilar stopped. I don't know who caught up.
All right, so I'll show you on the map currently where we've got everybody. Just have to get a couple more minifigs.
We should finish up with introductions.
Yeah, Ragnar.
Ragnar, is that it?
Yeah, Ragnar's it. I'm playing Ragnar, who's a frenzy berserker barbarian, who currently is soulless, and it's probably gonna be fighting a purple worm or some kind of worm creature pretty soon. So I'm ready for some action.
The tunneling horror.
Yep.
No, you don't know.
Is that the name of the episode?
You don't know what
Perfect.
it is.
I was making
we
a future.
We discovered it. Yeah. And so didn't we discover it was a purple one variant
You don't
last episode?
know
Oh,
what it is.
that we did.
I thought someone was someone. No, actually, yeah, someone found out
What?
about that. It was purple.
You don't know.
It's a giant thing that spits acid.
Okay.
Or bleeds acid.
Yeah, I think like 2 characters found out it was a purple worm.
Yeah.
Or at least purple
Like-
worms are in this area. At least.
Yeah. Like related to purple worm. Oh no. We lost Ragnar. He'll be back.
Okay,
there
let's see. Let me scooch this down here this way a little bit. Alright, so
Okay.
on the screen, it looks like on the right side of the screen, that is where we have Baugadi, Erevan, and Ragnar. Down that tunnel's a ways, keeping line of sight with them at the end of the hallway is Lilar. Going up onto the next section of tunnel is where Cayman is, looking down the long tunnel and aiming a fireball right here-ish, I believe, in an attempt to set off this barrel.
No, on a lot of those accounts.
I don't think he was trying to staff a barrel. I think he was trying to avoid.
Right. And B, I went as far as possible and tried to cast it as far down as possible, not back towards friends.
So
Pretty
this
sure you can't-
is
I
the
100%.
top of the corkscrew. It goes down out of sight. So this where Lilar is 30 feet down through the corkscrew tunnel, because he wanted to keep line of sight on Erevan and Ragnar and Baugadi. So he's right here where it begins to curve and go upwards. So this part of the tunnel is completely separate than this part of the tunnel. And you have gone down this tunnel, and at this cork, where it starts going up, you told the rest of the party to continue on, and that you were going
No.
or to hush hush or something. I thought they
Yeah,
continued on,
I should be in the front. Like, I remember I stopped them. I yelled stop, and then casted the spell.
And did they stop?
I'm not 100% sure, but
Norman
I hope they did.
and Horval, did you stop?
Okay, but we need to define what you mean by at the front.
I'm the furthest away from
Ragnar and Erevan.
Yeah, and I'm casting the fireball as far away as possible. And I am not aiming at a barrel.
Where on this map?
Right.
Where the fuck are you throwing your fireball?
The furthest right that I can.
Okay, that's exactly where I said you're throwing it then.
Camera right. Can you point where your phone
you're
is?
Going this way.
No.
So that would be left then, going this way.
Incorrect. The camera.
From our side,
horizontal flip going.
Yeah, it's up. Yeah. For us on the camera, it looks like it's the right side, but it's towards where your phone is.
So you're trying to block the entrance to the tunnel that we're in.
Towards my phone.
I'm not trying to
map over here.
Well, yes, over there. That's where I'm talking about. As far that way as I can. I thought I made it around the next curve.
If you're here, this is the phone.
Right.
This isn't left.
That's right.
That's right for us.
That doesn't. Why that doesn't make any sense.
Sure. Well, it makes sense to the other 6 of us. You're the only one that's the left.
Well, also the Twitch stream. But
oh, you're right. The Twitch stream is like
it's correct on Twitch. Discord flips everything.
Right.
All right.
God damn it.
It's just like mark down like left or right side on the bottom of the map or something.
Oh, you know what? On OBS, you probably have your camera flipped.
Or Discord flips it. I don't know.
Yeah, Discord flips everything for me. OBS
really?
is always right. Yeah.
yeah, because on my Discord screen versus the Twitch stream, I'm facing opposite directions.
Yeah.
Me too.
So does that mean is this? So that's.
That means that's the left side for everyone else where his phone is, like for Twitch, and for
so
him.
I'm firing it as far left as I can.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a backwards R.
That's a backwards R. Yep.
See, I drew it.
Okay, now that we've explained which direction you're firing it, I'm less accusatory of this fireball because based on our discussions last week, I had thought you were firing it like over our heads towards some point,
away from friends and away from barrels. That was my aim.
Why did you draw the L backwards, Matt?
Well, no, I drew it the right way, and then I drew the R backwards.
Yeah.
So this L is technically an L. It's a real L, and then this R is backwards.
Yep.
No, you're wrong. Or at least, are you?
No,
Twitch
trust me, I know how I fucking wrote these letters, Rob.
No, I'm looking at the Twitch, and the L is backwards. So do you want to write on Twitch, or do you want to write for us?
Yeah, maybe it's flipped.
It doesn't matter if it's back. I don't. What?
As
if you say left, it's gonna go this way. If you say right, it's gonna go that way, towards the R. If you say left, it's gonna go towards the L. Doesn't matter how you see it on the fucking screen, whether it's backwards or not. L is this way, R is this way.
Well, R is backwards on this screen, but it's not backwards on Twitch. But L is backwards on Twitch.
All right, we're done. Have a good night, everyone.
Carry on. We're all rolled out.
I'll see you for tonight's session.
Can you write another L and another? Can you write another L and another R, but the other ways around from how they actually are? Perfect.
Can we just?
Is that the Atari logo?
We need to settle this. I'm willing to dedicate an hour to this.
I'm not.
That's definitely the Atari symbol, right, guys?
No.
No.
I know it.
All right.
We're all supposed to say yes to make Matt.
No.
Cayman, you are here aiming a fireball down this corridor and attempting to hit right here, which is where your line of sight ends.
Yep.
Which is from you 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70 feet.
And it will make a 20-foot radius fireball.
All right. All right. I think that is everyone.
I also yelled stop and shush. I don't know if anybody's doing it, but that's what I yelled. So, for a week, you guys thought I shot a fireball at the rest of you?
Yes, we did.
All right.
I didn't realize that.
Because you said you turned around and fired the fireball backwards. So we figured you went, you ran away, fired it backwards to cause, a distraction or something. I don't know.
Hey, Matt, last week you said we have advantage.
You should have said I throw it down the hallway in front of us, because that would make sense.
I did! I swear I did.
No, you said backwards. I heard back. No. I heard a lot of back.
Back where we came from.
Wait.
I mean, we've come from both places at this point.
Oh, yeah.
So 16 on the initiative.
Matt, do we have advantage on this, or is that not true?
Yes, I wrote down the notes. Advantage on the initiative for next game.
That's what I said last session.
So 16 for Arabelle.
Hold on one.
8 for Norman.
Ouch. With advantage. Ouch.
Well, thank God for advantage, because I got a 18 instead of a 3.
Nice.
First roll of the day, natural 20.
Hey.
That's a +2 on initiative there, so 1 and a 16.
Oh my God. Aaron, did you roll a useful 20? That's the first time you've ever rolled a useful 20.
Yeah, the problem is that's going to be probably my only one this entire session, so...
You know what? It's better than, the stupid checks that you usually get 20s on that don't matter for anything.
Yeah. To get 20 on this is not a bad thing.
I rolled a 20 on not getting drunk. Well, that doesn't help the rest of us.
But it helps Keeman.
It helps ensure I don't miss the troll fight.
That's fair.
Damn it, Lilar. Pass, Lilar.
Rob's the one that left me.
No. Can we ask, what would the difference have been between you not being at the troll fight if you had gotten drunk, and you being at the troll fight?
Drunk.
Okay, so 1.
Be drunk.
What
did you probably wouldn't have gone down
as many times.
As
many times.
Died again.
2.
Yeah.
And became a demon, so I didn't have to reach into there and lose the use of my left arm. You know what? I just realized how angry I should be at you. This has been funny up until this moment. Now I realize if you were there.
It was so long ago. It got better.
So are we saying that it was worse?
No, it's getting worse.
That he wasn't drunk?
That he wasn't drunk.
So we're saying that was a less than useful, or less than useless 20.
Oh, for his
I
intoxication.
followed you.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Yes. Look, it was a bad example. I'll give that. Also, he rolled a 1 then, so I'd like to point that.
No.
See, I
Doesn't help my point.
was expecting the answer to him being at the troll fight just being like he was useless in the fight, so it wouldn't have mattered. Now that I know that he was actively harmful,
Yeah. Like it would have been.
You know, he wouldn't have done any damage to the trolls because of his rolls, but at least he could have taken a few punches.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
there's that.
I might have hit something at least twice.
Yeah. Like I would have hit him probably at least twice. That Eldritch Blast.
Again, the more useful thing is you taking a punch.
Just like...
A wild box has appeared. Question is, what is the box?
Is it the verm?
Oh.
What does a box say?
Actually made of. It's actually made of Cameron Diaz's skin.
Oh, that's horrifying. That too.
Why would you say that?
Well, if it's what. If the question is what is the box versus what's in the box, I mean, that's what was in the box, so that's what the box is made out of. We're asking what is the box.
You said Cameron Diaz. Did you mean Gwyneth Paltrow?
I did mean Gwyneth Paltrow. Yes. What else could I mean?
I thought you literally meant Cameron Diaz's skin. I was a little bit worried there.
Me too.
So memories is hard. I'm getting dumber with age.
No.
I mean, you can say no, but I still feel like I am.
That's impossible.
Like what we're talking about, like the last few weeks of mental math. I used to be so good at it, and I think I've just gotten dumb. I don't know what happened. Oh man, this year just really messed me up. My stomach has always been bad, but like I've gotten okay in cars over the years. But like the last few months, like I just took a 20-minute car ride today and I threw up. I'm just throwing up left and right because I'm not in cars anymore.
Are you pregnant?
Hellish landscape that we live in.
I
just have like real bad motion sickness.
I thought your wife just knocked you up.
Yeah, my wife knocked me up.
Recap's gonna be real quick because
I'm getting a niece or nephew.
A whole lot of important things happened, but let's have Cayman start us off. You awoke.
We awoke. We were woken up by
yelling.
Dwarf.
He needed help.
Running in. You needed help. This is my recap, God. Bam.
I'm just helping.
Basically, the dwarf ran in. He yelled that all of his friends were attacked by a giant worm type thing. And so Keeman had him go rouse his other friends and made his way down the tunnel, catching up with Lilar, and then the others caught up also, except for Ragnar. We found some gross-looking goo on the ground. He created a rock wall to walk on, walked over it, and then we made it to the dwarves and Ragnar, and then we were talking to everybody, and we're going up now because we have to go do our assassination / fuck shit up mission. Hold on, I know the word.
Sabotage?
Sabotage. Why? What the hell's wrong with? See, I'm getting dumb. I'm telling you. Ragnar wasted 2 of his potions. I mean, Ragnar gave 2 of his potions to Balgody. So now, because of everything that's happened, including the worm, we're running a bit behind as scheduled by a couple hours, but we managed to keep going, and now we're going upwards, tunneling upwards, and the dwarves are leaving exploding barrels behind that Keeman found out were timed. And so we left off being in the tunnels, and then all of a sudden we hear or feel both vibrations and what feels like tunneling, and the dwarves mention, "Oh no, that's what happened earlier." So Keeman yelled, "Run!" And about half of the people did it, give or take. If you include the other dwarves, that's a good amount, I think. And so Keeman's genius plan is that this thing probably relies on sound or vibrations, maybe? Who knows?
Good
I mean, it's a giant worm. Maybe. Again, I have no idea, but science. So then he tried to make a big noise, and the only thing he could think that caused the big noise that he can do is a fireball. So he's currently halfway in the motion of throwing a fireball down a tunnel. The end.
All right. Since you, I believe, are the one who, not you, Cayman, you as in Horvald, you are the one who remembered the information about the worm. Do you remember what exactly we talked about with the worm? Just about the history of it, dealing with it in the caves and the dwarven tunnelers.
Off the top of my head, I don't remember. I mean, it's we know it's acidic, it spits acid, something like that, because we saw boots that had been partially dissolved by someone in our crew who may have ran through the worm spit.
Poor Ragnar's boots.
Off the top of my head, I don't recall. Let me look.
All right, so you had some information about the worms, not unheard of to run across while tunneling underground, especially in large groups. Lilar, anything of note happen with you? Anything you'd like to add?
So Lilar was taking his nap and trying to get his rest in, and this dwarf starts shouting, and his managed to knock over part of his cave or his castle that he has built to sleep in, and he was pretty upset about that. So he leisurely strolled towards wherever the dwarf was running from, and ultimately Keeman and the others showed up, and some floors were made and kind of took it from there.
Oh, I did want to mention the exact wording on Erevon's third question from the other session was, "When the time is right, will you help?" That is when he got the resounding yes from Torm.
Yep.
Carrying on. Anything else from Lilar, or was he just pretty much upset about the castle?
Yeah, pretty much. He did some minor repairs while he could, but he was in a hurry, so he strolled off to see what was going on.
All right. Norman, anything to add? And Ragnar? Oh, Norman?
No, nothing. I'm pretty sure Norman has no idea what's happening. He just saw somebody casting a fireball.
Ragnar, you're up in the front of it with Erevan there and Horvald, the strange glittery. What did your angel? Oh yeah, they had swords.
Spirit guardians?
Yeah, your spirit guardians.
Shields.
They were sword and shields.
Yeah, with Torm symbol on them. Yeah.
What does Ragnar make of the situation?
We're in a very tight spot. I mean, Ragnar's barefoot right now because his boots got disintegrated by acid. But
yeah, he's got tough feet.
It's fine.
But
he's used to
it. Because when everyone started to run away, he just made sure all the dwarves were gone, and when Buggety was the last one there, basically it became a last ditch. So I think him and Erevan are just on this preparation to fight whatever comes. So,
Erevan?
Yeah, there's never been anything in historical fiction about strong guys with having weaknesses in their feet. So we're all good. I'm of course talking about Die Hard.
Oh God, this is the Ragnar episode.
Anyway,
finally lost his boots.
The only thing to note from Erevan's point of view, let's see. So he healed up the dwarves, and now he tried to call everyone into his spirit guardians, but only Ragnar came back.
Oh yeah, I think
between out there,
you got the dwarves all healed back up to full. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he patched them up pretty good.
Damn, after some math.
Yeah, after some math issues. But that was Brent's issue, not Erevan's.
That's fair.
All right.
Anyways, yeah,
I like that the dwarves are standing there in that moment, and their wounds are growing and shrinking depending on how the math is working out.
All right, so now I'm going to be taking everybody's initiative.
Wait, did you do Chris? I mean, Horvald?
Was there anything you had to add, Horvald, other than the discovery of the purple worm enigma?
No.
Okay. All right. So is anybody above 20, not including a natural?
Not including?
Yeah. I know you had that natural 20. Anybody else above 20? All right.
Nope.
So we've got Lilar with a nat 20. What does that make your total?
2,400.
Got it. Negative 24.
Yep. I mean, typically that
makes more sense.
Yeah.
All right. So 20 to 15. Anybody in there?
Yo.
16.
Horvald is at 18.
Okay, so Keeman got a 19, and then Horvald.
Right, so 19 is Cayman. Horvald was at 18.
Ragnar's at 15.
Erevan at 16.
Erevan.
Yep.
15 for Ragnar. Norman?
8.
Right.
Can you say it in Norman voice?
8.
Nice.
Sounded more like Thrall. I don't know why.
You sounded like how I imagine Ragnar should sound.
All right. Top of the round. Lilar, natural 20. You are looking down the tunnel. Lilar, you are here. You are looking in this direction. Wait. Yep, yeah. Behind you, the floor slopes downwards. In front of you, it levels off, and you see the tunnel down, heading down in front of you.
As long as there's not a fireball chasing me down, I think I am going to hold and just kind of keep an eye and see what happens.
All right. Then we will go next to Cayman. Fireball time.
So, is this the round that I'm shooting off the fireball, or is what last?
This round. Fireball flies down, smashes here. There's a big explosion. What's your next move?
If it's the same round, I would have said stop and shush to anyone behind me, and then I'm not gonna do anything else.
All right. Horvald.
How far up towards where Erevan and Ragnar are can I go?
Hold on, I'm grabbing my coins so I can put all the dwarves down.
What are all those little minifigs? I thought those were the dwarves. Oh no.
Oh boy.
So if coins represent dwarves, shouldn't Horvald be a penny?
It's the NPC dwarves.
Oh.
We all know that Horvald's a dime piece.
So Horvald, you're blue here.
Yeah.
Behind you are the rest of the dwarves. And the tunnel slopes upward behind you.
Okay, I'm moving in the Ragnar and also saying behind and in front means almost nothing on this map.
You're moving to the right.
Yeah, I'm moving towards Ragnar and Erevan.
Thank you. How far? Full movement?
Yeah.
Is that just 25 feet? Double moving?
Yep.
All right. You see the tunnel stretching
Also,
out in front of you.
This seems a little bit off scale, seeing as how, like, in 2 rounds we went from almost up towards the front all the way to back where we are right now. That seems a little weird with the scale.
You're absolutely right. Thank you.
We were sprinting. At least I was sprinting.
But yeah, I mean, I can't really see anything else, and I don't have anything else to do on my turn. So.
Alrighty. Right, Erevan.
Okay. We already shouted to have people come back. So he'll probably assume no other people will come back. Guess he'll just have his sword and shield out and hold action until like the worm breaks through or something attacks us.
And it shouldn't.
Yeah, so he's just got
really shouldn't be off that much, only if anything by like maybe 15 feet or so in each section. So it's not that off.
Cool. Yeah. So everyone just hold action. That's it.
Ragnar.
I'm gonna make just basically be on the defensive, have a ready actions. If I see a foe, I will attack it. But just basically in that limbo waiting.
Alrighty. That will make it the big thing's turn.
Is it an angry tomato?
Oh God. Ah, God.
Alright, so bursting through the tunnel, smashing through these walls, this massive creature, tinged green with streaks of purple through it. Here and there you can see a bone sticking out.
Oh
The
God.
skin and the look of this creature seem slightly decayed.
That's creepy. So in the area of effect of the Spirit Guardian's movement's halved, so I don't think that really impacted too much. And it entered, looks like it entered the area because 15 feet.
Yep.
Okay, so he has to make a wisdom save. DC 18.
He is very wise.
Indeed. Everyone's very wise. Wiser than myself.
Very wise.
Shh.
Alright, it was a wisdom save?
Wisdom saving throw. So he roll damage. If he succeeds, he'll take half.
I don't think
so. 26.
Very good wisdom.
26 if it failed, or 13 if it succeeded.
That is a fail.
Cool. So 26 radiant damage.
Very nice. 26 radiance.
Yeah, buddy.
Alright, so it moves into that space, lets out a roar. It's not able to move completely into the space. Some of its body is still down the tunnel it burrowed through.
Jeez.
But it's just kind of there. You can see the gravel and stone like in its mouth, just kind of like slowly dissolving as the acidy saliva drips down onto the floor below it.
Jesus.
A group of you. And Norman, your turn.
I'm going to run away from the big thing, which I guess is left on this map.
You can't see it.
Oh, okay.
You probably are experiencing a little bit of the tremors that are traveling through the ground around you, but other than that, no sign of it here.
Okay.
Guess I should Oh, damn.
So currently you are facing, your forward is Keyman in front of you, and then the tunnel off to your left, which would go back the way you came from originally.
And I just saw Keyman cast the fireball, and he told me to shh.
Right.
I'll just hunker down.
Horvald ran back the way you came, back down the tunnel in the direction of Erevan, Lylar, and Ragnar.
I'll just huddle down.
All right.
I think I'll take the shh to heart, and I'll just kind of like prep and like look at Keyman.
Roll a stealth check.
All right. $22.
Nice.
Natural 22.
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh.
All right. Top of round 2. Lylar.
Okay, so did okay.
I don't like this
Lylar
thing
here.
popping out.
So you have lost line of sight. You've lost a vision of Ragnar, not Horvald. Ragnar, the dwarf, and Erevan.
Balgody.
Balgody. There we go.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll test this roll, see if this works.
You said it looks all gross, like acid dripping out of its mouth and stuff.
You see the back half of it, which is just like scales, thick scales. Between a couple of the scales, you can see through where like part of the skin has rotted away underneath, and like you can see bones. But all you really see are like the scaly back of this giant worm creature.
I am going to throw some Eldritch Blast at it and hope that I destroy it in one hit.
Damn it, guys. Why did I create a distraction?
Yeah, can't even thought it'd work. I hope that hits.
21. I'm pretty sure that hits. It does.
I kind of hope so.
So I got 3 beams. Ooh, 15 max damage.
What's happened to you?
I don't know. I got 2 more beams. Wait, this is broken. There's
How was
no
the
way
damage?
I rolled. Same.
I mean, that's just the luck. Although you did roll a d10 instead of a d20, but
well, no, I rolled.
That's damage.
Yeah. So I hit, and it's got 3 beams to it. I'm just very surprised that somehow I rolled a 10 twice.
Yeah, that's boss.
you have to make a separate attack.
Yeah,
for
you make a separate attack for each roll, or for each beam.
Is it not just one attack with 3 beams?
No, you make
No,
a
it's
separate
3 attacks.
attack for
That's fine.
each beam.
Well.
So you have the damages. So we don't know if the second or third
Okay, so
hits.
this will be for the second beam. 14 to hit.
No. Absorbed by the thick scale.
Bad as I am, that I made you now miss.
And a natural 1, which I get to reroll.
No.
Oh, that's right.
Thank
Yeah,
God.
you get to reroll both.
For 28.
That definitely hits.
So 15
12.
damage and 12 damage. So 27 total.
Very nice. And that is force damage, which hardly anything is resistant to.
If it can be pushed,
it's too big. I
think
it's medium or small, right?
Yeah, what are the rules on your push? Can you push something
I don't
larger than
know.
yourself? Because I doubt it.
I push it into my friends.
I don't believe there's a limitation on it.
I didn't think there was.
That's pretty intense.
Because what's the ability called for that?
Warlock thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Repelling blast.
Repelling blast. Okay. Take a look. See.
When you hit a creature with Eldritch Blast, you can push the creature up to 10 feet away from you. So you have the option to, and there is nothing saying that you can't, although, I imagine you can't do it with a building.
Oh, it says creature, so. Okay, so I guess, there's
you would be able to push, Orcus Baborcus 10 feet backwards.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was wondering. Like, if it's lodged in the ground, it obviously can't be pushed. And
yeah, that makes sense.
Standing on top of the ground and can be pushed, then I would push it a little bit closer.
Well, no, you push it away from you. You don't push it closer to you.
Closer to Ragnar and them, sorry. Which is away from
Are you pushing it or no?
If it can be pushed, yes. I will push it further away from me by 10 feet.
All right.
Hold on, aren't they already in it?
Yep. This will not end well.
Are you pushing them with both blasts?
No, I would only push it with one blast.
All right. It is Ragnar right up in your face.
It smells so bad.
Hey, you remember how that acid ate through your shoes? Hope you don't like your outfit.
That's Ragnar
right next to the naked Ragnar.
Like within touching distance.
That's the naked Ragnar.
All three of you are like 5 feet, like right next to each other in a line now, basically.
Oh, okay. Cool.
All right. Anything else from the Lilar?
No, that is all.
All right, Cayman.
So I will listen as hard as I can and try to feel the floor to see if the thing is moving towards me, I think.
Use the Alpheus.
Should I roll something for that, or do I just tell that it's not moving towards me?
Roll a perception check.
Perceptify.
Take a couple seconds and listen. Try to see if you can sense the tremors, the shaking in the ground. If you hear anything.
22.
The tremors have, at this point, more or less stopped. They are not as intense as they were before. So you might get maybe a faint little tremor here and there, but for the most part it has stopped. And it is still
dumb bastards doing dumb bastard things, not running away. I think I know what I'm going to do, but I have to read up on Ape real quick.
That was your bonus action for intents and purposes.
Alright.
Matt, real quick, while he is looking up what he's going to do,
yeah.
I forgot to roll initiative for my familiar, my owl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I did just roll it, and it would have been on 14 initiative.
Okay.
Can we say that he would have just moved forward off of my shoulder, or are we just going to skip his turn for last round?
I would have just said he's like right next to you, or if his movement is farther, we can put him a little farther down the tunnel. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I mean, he would have had been on my shoulder, but then flown off after I got to where I am. So it would have been a double move for an owl, which is 120 20, so like 70 feet further than where I am. I think an owl has 60 feet fly speed.
So I can't see. I'm closing my eyes in real life. So the way this cape and dimension door works, I'm going to say something before I do it. Oh, sorry.
Carry on.
So I can dimension door, which means I can travel 500 feet either in a direction I can see or like I can describe or anything like that. So I'm going to close my eyes because I don't know where he is. But I would say I saw Horvald, I saw Norman, and I saw those other two guys not run away. Don't know where Lilar is.
Well, you currently have the 6 dwarves with you. And then you have Norman right behind you, and then Horvald and his owl companion have disappeared.
Right. So in my head, we're turning around and fighting for some reason, and I don't know where Lilar is, and the other two are where the bad thing is. So I want to teleport. I'm going to do this in a second. I'm going to say something first. But I'm going to teleport behind Lilar. Okay, where's behind Lilar? Am I in a wall? Oh, thank God. I didn't want to look because I can't see him. Or Keeman can't. So I'm using the Cape of the Montbac to teleport in a second. I turn around to who's behind me? Norman? No. Yeah. I turn around to Norman and do I even see Norman?
Norman is right behind you. I mean, he's not hiding from you.
Sorry. I would say I guess we're fighting for some reason. And I touch a clasp around my neck before. I mean, he might say something, but I'm going to touch it, whether or not he's talking to me. And then I disappear. And this is a little weird for Dimension Door. I disappear in a cloud of smoke that smells of brimstone. And the square I leave is slightly obscured.
Hold on a moment here.
For this round. And
you have to abide by the rules of Dimension Door. So yes. It has to be somewhere you can see or can visualize.
Or describe, such as behind Lilar.
That seems broad.
Behind Lilar?
Yeah.
I mean, as long as it's within 500 feet. Yes, I know it can be within a wall. If you teleport somewhere that's occupied, you get hurt. That's why I closed my eyes into that whole thing, because I literally didn't know where you were, so I could be teleporting into a wall for all I know.
I could be.
If you're doing the by description, it has to be like with distance and whatnot that you're describing it.
Okay.
So I mean, my guess would be
close my eyes again.
That you could describe it, but like make an intelligence check to see how accurate.
Yeah, that's
you
where I
would be, or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Intelligence? Or what should I roll there, God?
I would say a history check.
Okay. Do. What did it roll it twice? Oh, it didn't. That doesn't seem.
You're basically trying to remember where you last saw Lilar, because he was with you until you got to a certain point, and then he disappeared because he decided to stay behind.
Oh, okay. If that didn't work or anything like that, I would just try to remember how far I ran instead of where Lilar was.
Well, you've also been traveling up and at different angles. The history check would still encompass that, so it's still a 12.
Okay. I'm going to bend a little bit of luck and get a 14.
14. You rolled well enough not to appear in solid space.
That's good.
You took Norman with you, right?
I can't. Oh, I can if he wants. I just realized. I don't think the cape works like that. I'll be honest. Let me
You
look.
didn't give me a chance to respond, so it's your choice.
Well, no, because I would have to. You would have to be willing.
I mean, I trust you. I'd be willing either way.
Yeah, basically, like, you would touch him, and if Norman wasn't willing, the spell would not take effect. But as long as he has, like, the willingness, the willing spirit, he would be transported along with you.
Then yes.
Alright, so you and Norman appear.
My dwarfs, I guess.
I get scared and stab them both.
Not right behind him. You're kind of like just off to his left, towing Norman right next to you. Not exactly behind, but close enough to feel successful.
Can I see the worm?
Yes. Norman, no. Well, Norman might be able to, but you definitely can.
I'm gonna back up 5 feet. Can I still see the worm?
Just barely.
That sounds the perfect amount of seeing it. And that's... I think that's my turn, right? Because it was a bonus action to listen.
Yes. Alright.
Then I'm done.
Horvald.
Yeah, I'll just continue my double move.
You're going to be confused. How did you get here?
Alright. Erevan. So on Erevan, to your right is Ragnar. Beyond that is Baugity. Beyond that is Baugity. Right in front of you, like in your face range, in your face space, is the massive worm. At this distance, you are very conscious of the dripping, slaggy, disgusting ooze coming out of its mouth, and can see that it's actually glowing a bit as it's dripping from the mouth. Seems to have some kind of bioluminescence.
Damn. Okay, that's pretty cool. Terrifying to be up this close to it. Okay, so let me ask you. Let's see how you'd rule this. If you just rules as written, or if you may make an exception. So stone shape basically allows you to make like a small passage through a wall. That's one of its things, one of its abilities.
Okay.
But it says as long as the wall is less than 5 feet thick. So with that wording, would you allow me to make an indent 5 feet and no more, or just not work at all?
1 second.
Or I guess up to 5 feet.
5 feet in any dimension, and form it into any shape.
Assuming that the tunnels are still stone.
I guess what I would see it as in a 1 5 foot by 5 foot square, or in this case hex, you could hollow it out a bit and make it enough for you to like walk into it.
Okay. Cool.
Just kind of push the stone back a bit, and it like makes this little hollow space where you could walk into it.
Yeah. Oh, this might be tight quarters. I was gonna try, because if everyone can reach like a bit behind like balcony, it's gonna stone shape behind him and tell him to run inside.
I mean, it would put him behind you, but it's not a huge. Like if you're able to cast it a few times in a row, you could make a little tunnel, but just one time is just a little.
Yeah, I'm basically just trying to stone shape a safety spot. Safety being relevant spot for Balgody while Ragnar and Erevan try and beat the shit out of this thing. Or maybe try and retreat through this tunnel.
Well, you could totally make that little divot for him if you'd like.
Cool. Yeah, Erevan will do so. So he'll
so
still in shape the wall.
Squeeze over a little bit behind Ragnar, tap the stone, make the little hollow just behind Balgody here.
Yeah. Like, hide. Stay in there.
Balgody will back into it. His gloves, I think he still has his gloves on. They're just kind of up in front of him as sort of like a shield or protection as he backs into the space.
Perfect.
Anything else?
That was Erevan's action. I think that's all I can do for now. And then on that worm's turn, it'll take more damage.
All right.
If
Ragnar's turn.
Okay.
I go into a berserker rage.
Roar.
Right.
And I attack.
Hey, why when you went into a rage did you go turn into an Australian man?
Because,
It's Australian while raging.
I think he just changes every week.
Yeah,
It's every time he rages, it's a different personality.
That's it. He's embodying some long dead relative.
Nice.
So add 3 because I'm raging, so I add 3 more to that damage. That should be. Wait. Yeah, so it should be 15 damage. I'm assuming a 30 hits. Just assuming.
God, I would hope so.
So how much damage?
15.
15. Magical weapon. All right.
Yeah, buddy.
And
First
my
hit.
second attack?
Second attack.
That'd be 28 to hit with 17 points of damage.
Very nice.
Nice.
Man, I should have taken -5 to do extra 10 more damage, but it's alright. I was
Yeah,
gonna
that'd be
feel for
worth
the
it.
dice roller. I was gonna feel for the dice roller.
Liked you thus far, so that was a
so
smart
far, so
move. I
good.
feel like.
Yeah.
And that will be because I can't use my third attack because my bonus action was to rage. So that ends Ragnar's turn.
Yeah, it's like good times.
All right, that brings it to the owl.
Ragnar and Erevan are fighting something horrible.
All right, so yeah, I almost caught up to my owl last turn, and I just tell my owl that when it turns the corner, if it sees the worm, to press the button, and continues its flight. A double move should get it basically around the corner, right?
Yeah, if it's double 120 feet, I'm sure it'll make it. It'll probably get all the way up here to where Lilar and all of them are. By the way, the little red dots are the barrels.
The barrels, yeah.
Cool.
60, 65. I mean, 65 feet is right next to Lilar. 60 feet is right next to Lilar.
At 60 feet, can my owl see the worm?
Yep, it's just getting at 60 feet. It's just getting
Like,
line of sight.
it just barely sees it? Okay, so it will follow my directions and tap on the little thieves' tools that I have stored in its leather vest. And it uses Scorching Ray.
Nice.
Most normal cave owls,
True.
at least I've never
I
met
have
one.
dark vision.
Okay. Okay.